Good morning. Welcome to BreakOut Studios online classes. This is Cardio Strength. I'm Kyla, and we are going to get right into it today. I'm just grabbing my equipment. So, if you're a first timer here, welcome. Awesome. Glad to have you. If you're a regular, right on. We're going to get it in. We are going to do this class as we always do, HIIT style. So we're going to do 45-second intervals. We're going to go for 4 exercises in a row. 45-second intervals, 15 seconds of active recovery, little dance party, march in place, whatever it is. We're gonna go through those 4 exercises in a block 3 times. I almost said 4, but only 3, you don't have to do 4. 3 times through of each block. We have 3 blocks of work. So it's gonna be 12 exercises total for the day. Second block always has the option to be weighted if you want. And the only other thing you might need for equipment is a mat or a blanket or maybe just a carpeted area in your house if you're doing this workout at home. So, because we do have something towards the floor, some plank, side plank type of stuff in the 3rd block of work. Quick caveat, as always, we wanna pay attention to our bodies, listen to what your body is telling you. I'll give different variations so you can choose your own adventure on all the exercises. I'm coming back from an injury myself right now, so this is first day back in this HIIT style type of class. I'm gonna be super mindful, listening to my body. I'm gonna keep this to really low impact. I'll show a variation always that has maybe a little more jumping in case you wanna level up the cardio piece, but I'm gonna try and keep this for myself and for my own body a little less impact. I'm gonna be really listening to my body. I might drop the weight and keep it to body weight in block 2, so I'll keep cueing that, but you do you. The class is for you. Listen to your body, do what you need to do. All right, here's what we got. Get my timer ready to go for our 45-second rounds. In block 1 today, we have our first 4 exercises. We are gonna start with a little squat and hip mobility work. So we're gonna take our squat. You're gonna pulse at the bottom for 3 times. So pulse 2, 3. You're gonna take this hip opener. So I'm gonna come up, driving up out of it, driving nice and strong for the hip up. I'm gonna do this little hip mobility, step it out. And then we're gonna pulse for 3, 2, 1. You're gonna take the hip the other way, up and over, 3, 2, 1, drive it up and over. So we really wanna squeeze that glute, drive through that heel. Make sure that you have this moment as you circle out through that hip at the top, that you're nice in control and you're not wobbling your body to get there. If you want to add a jump component, add a jump squat. So 3, 2, 1, jump squat, take it over, same thing, right? Just add the jump squat in there. That's number 1. Number 2, we're taking a tabletop position, which I'm actually going to, quick camera angle moment, bring this down just a little bit as we get down to the floor. There we go. In our tabletop, we're going to come in and out of our tabletop and plank alternating. So, tabletop, wrists are beneath shoulders, knees are beneath hip bones, so we keep this position here. Option 1, we hold the tabletop, isometric hold. Option 2, we're alternating to our plank, to the tabletop. Plank, tabletop. Staying nice and steady, not letting the hips shift, but maintaining that form. Option 3, you add a push-up at the plank. So you choose your own adventure, listening to the body, being mindful. 45-second rounds, the goal is to keep movement in the body for the full 45-second round. Are we slightly tilted there? Maybe a little bit. Let's try it a little bit better. I think that's even. 3, we are doing, some lunges. So, starting with hip bone square, no rock, thinking about core, belly button to hip bones, drawing together. I'm actually gonna take this layer off so you can see a little better, but we wanna make sure the core is engaged. We're not soft in the middle, but we're drawing hip bones and belly button to get that nice engagement, closing that little diamond right here, not putting any strain on that back. All right, hips are squared. You're gonna lunge it back, high, lunge it side, high, lunge it front, high. And then you're gonna switch. Lunge it back, knee high, lunge at side, knee high, lunge at front, knee high. So again, hip bones being really key here. We don't want any of this. We want to make sure we're engaging the core. We've got that nice moment. So it's that back, side, front lunge, alternating sides. And then we're finishing it out back down to the ground with our little sit-throughs. So back to our tabletop position. I'll show this side and front. You are sitting through with one leg, back to the tabletop, and you're alternating sides. A little sit-through. Let me show it this way too. Tabletop nice and flat. Sit through one leg, bring it back, sit through the other leg. Nice work. Okay. If anybody really wants to level up that cardio there, after the sit through and you bring it back, you can take a little tuck of the feet, bring it back through, tuck. I'm not going to be doing any additional cardio piece. Again, I'm trying to keep it low impact, let my body heal up a little bit more. Cool. That's what we got. This does feel crooked, doesn't it? Whoop. Overcorrected. Sorry guys for the wobble. Bear with me. I think that's better. Maybe I just moved it back to the original placement, but we're gonna go with that. We'll work with that. Okay, so those are the four. We have the squat pulse with the hip mobility. We have tabletop to plank, option to add the push-up. We have back lunge, side lunge, front lunge, our alternating sides, and then we have our sit-throughs. 45-second rounds, 15 seconds of active recovery. We'll go right through the block, and then you'll get a 1-minute active recovery before we start and go through those four again. 3 times through that block. Let's do it. Remember, listen to your body, being really mindful. The goal is to keep the movement going for the 45 seconds, but you can choose any variation you need to within that, and being really conscious of what the body is telling us today. All right, here we go. Block 1, round 1, and 3, 2, go. So pulse for 3 times at the bottom of your squat. Drive it up, hip opener. Pulse. Drive it up, pulse. Nice work. Making sure we're not swinging the hips to get ourselves there, but that you're driving up nice and strong to take that rotation. Good work. Show this way too. Pulsing at the bottom of the shape, driving up nice and strong, squeezing that glute so that I can hold it at the top as I take that hip opener. Nice work. Good job. Guess what? That's time. 45 seconds goes by real quick. Your active recovery, little side to side, shake it out. We're getting ready to go. We've got our 15-second active recovery. We're getting ready to go to exercise 2, which is our tabletop. And 3, 2, go. So find that tabletop position. Wrists beneath shoulders. Neck is neutral. We don't want to crane around the neck. We want nice, flat through the spine. Knees beneath hips. If you've got this shape and you feel really good, you want to go on. We're stepping it out, stepping it in. Controlling both those shapes. Alternating which foot starts the step out. Nice work. And if anybody wants to, you're adding the push-up and the plank. That's 2 time. Nice work. Good job, good job. 15 seconds active recovery. Woo. So side to side, making sure anytime we're coming from ground to stand, that we're not just popping up, but we're taking care of the body. Whoop, that's time. Number 3 is our, forgot what it was, lunge. Let's start that lunge in 2, 1, go. So we're nice and even. Do a little extra active recovery there because I forgot my exercise. Whoop, watch these hips. Core, core, core. You find twisting, recenter, find that shape, and then you alternate sides. Let me show you the back too so you can see that maybe a little bit more. Drop that knee straight down to the lunge. Drive up. Side lunge. Driving it up each time. Front lunge, drop that knee straight down. Whoop. That's the one for me. You see my tip there? That's what I want to fight. So really, mind to the muscle, hip bones towards belly button. Drop knee straight down. Drive through the standing leg heel. Drive through the standing leg heel. Nice, keeping those hip bones square. That's time. Good work. 15 seconds active recovery. We're coming to number 4, which is our sit-throughs. Tabletop position again. I will show to the front, to the back. Go! And once we got our tabletop, you sit it through each side. Try to make sure that the neck finds neutral in between. So again, not craning around in the neck, but we're finding this nice flat, neutral spine. Gazing at the fingertips there. Squaring hips. Finding flat back. Nice work. You're almost there. 2, 1. Good job. Guys, that's already round 1 done. I'm going to give you 45 seconds active recovery right here instead of 1 minute because we had a little extra active recovery in the middle when I forgot my exercise. So we got 45 seconds. Take a little lap around the room, hydrate a bit, run it out, take a little side to side, a little dance, but keep a little movement in the body right now. First round, you never know what's going to happen. Second round, we know the exercises, our body's starting to figure out the form, we know what to concentrate on, we're going to be ready to go. Whew, you're almost there. But at 6 seconds, and we're going to start at the top. Block 1, round 2 with our squats. Mind to the muscle, focusing it in. Go. Pulse at the bottom. Drive it up. So we get this little hip opener mobility moment. A lot of core stability as we're balancing on one leg, rotating that hip through. And then you still have your squat pulse at the bottom. Nice work. Making sure the hips stay even in the squat. And then as we come to single leg, we find nice and even again. Let's show the side. Pulse for 3. Drive it up. Pulse for 3. If anyone wants to level up cardio, add a jump squat. As you go. That's time. Nice work. Woo! All right, we got number 2, our tabletop to plank. We know what to do. We're focusing on that form, either the isometric hold, the step in, step out, or we can add the push-up. In 3, 2, 1. All right, find that plank, or tabletop, excuse me. So, again, don't drop the neck, don't crane the neck, neutral spine, belly button towards the spine, nice and flat. Alternating which leg starts to step out, step in. Making sure we're not rocking the hips to get ourselves there, but we're really maintaining both those shapes, prioritizing that form. Option to add the push-up on the plank, should you choose. You're almost there. That's time. Nice work. And again, as we come off the ground, transition yourself up however you'd like to. We don't want to just rock it off the ground. We want to make sure we're being mindful. All right, number 3, our lunges. Go, hips are squared. Back lunge, drive it high, hip bone square, no wobble. Hip bones towards belly button. Side lunge, nice and strong. Front lunge. Whoop, that's my one. Focus it in, alternating sides. So notice for yourself, one side might be a little more wobbly than the other. Get a little muscular imbalance there, that's okay. Notice which side it is. Really bring mind to the muscle. Fight for that good form. Nice. You're almost done. 2. That's time. Nice work. Whew. When we're alternating sides, it goes by real fast. Good job. Active recovery. Keep a little movement in as we come to number 4, which is our sit-throughs. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. Find that tabletop. Form first. Sit through. Find that tabletop. Stack it up. Belly button towards spine. Nice work. Trying to find that tabletop, wrists beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips. Flat back from tailbone to top of the head. Form first. And then if you want to level up the cardio, you can add a little bit of speed to it. You can add a little tuck in between. That's time. Nice work. Woo! Hey, 1 minute active recovery this time, because I got our timing right. Keep a little movement in. Don't just stop. Breathe it out. Whatever it is, but keep a little movement going. Nice work. Hydrate if you need. We're letting that heart rate come down a bit, resettle, but we don't want it to just plummet either, right? So we want to make sure keeping a little movement going in your 1 minute little dance party break. We got one more round. Last round, round 3 of block 1. This is it. Last one, best one, you guys. First one, trial. Second one, okay, getting that body keyed in. Third run, where we're pushing it, we're feeling strong, we're ready to go. All right, you ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. Hips are squared. Making sure that your knees are not coming in or out. We still want to maintain that good squat form. So as we're getting fatigued, really focusing on knees staying lined up with those feet. And they're not wobbling in or out. Think about that strong drive up as we open that hip and circle it out. So there's a lot of pieces. There's some balance work. There's that squat pulse work. And then there's that hip mobility work. Through that hip flexor. Nice job. Weights even in my squat. And then I rocket it up to single leg. Nice work. That's time. Good job, good job. Shake it out, shake it out. Hey, hey. Nice work. We got our tabletop. Tabletop to plank. Go. So again, form first. Neutral spine. Wrists beneath shoulders. Knees beneath hips. Belly button towards the spine. Alternating which foot starts the step out. Option, if you want, to add a push-up. Now remember, this is it. This is our final round of this exercise for the day. So if you've been saving a little something, challenge yourself here to add it in. Time. Woo! Nice work. All right. Again, being really mindful of the body, listening to the cues. We want to keep some movement going, but we want to make sure we're doing that safely in a way that's not straining the body. Ready for our lunges. 2, 1, go. Hips are squared. Drive it up. So last one, best one, because we figured out the mechanics. We figured out where for our specific body, we need to really direct the attention, focus it in. We know what to focus on. The third one, you just run it out, run that clock out. Feeling nice and strong. Mind to the muscle, just focused in. And last one, so you don't have to pace yourself so much, right? You can just push it. Because this is it of this exercise for the day. Oh, that's time. I'll give you 2 extra seconds there. Nice work, nice work. Active recovery. We gotta finish it out. That was 3 with our sit-throughs. I'll show facing front for a couple. In 2, go. Tabletop. Little sit-through. Sit-through. Really focus in on that tabletop form. Nice and strong through that core. Neutral spine. Drawing belly button back towards the spine. Finding that shape each time. If you want to level up the cardio, you take that tuck, and you find that tabletop again before the sit through. Up to you. You're almost there. This is it. Last couple. That's time. Nice work. Woo! Good job, you guys. And just like that, we're already done with our first block of work. Awesome, awesome job. You're in active recovery. Little movement. Dance party. Shake it out. Letting that heart rate recover but not drop. We're coming into block 2. Option to be weighted. So, if you want to work with some weights, grab them right now. Meet me back here. You can do it body weight. You can do it with whatever you have at home. I'm gonna grab my weights. Woo. Okay. So again, any way to do this, body weight, like water bottles, books. I'm gonna drop down my usual weights today, because again, I'm recovering from an injury. I don't wanna strain the body, so I'm just gonna drop the weight down and still work through the movement, and I may drop it if I'm feeling like my body's telling me I need to. I might just start with the weight and then move to body weight as we go, but I will show with the weight. We have, starting in the standing with a little lat T raises here. So let me show you what that looks like. We want to make sure whatever we're using for weights, one in each hand, shoulders not rounded, but rolled back so that my spine is nice and stacked up. I'm pulled up through my core. If I'm rounded in here, I tend to be weak into the low back, which can cause a strain. Heads up, the injury that I had was a back injury, so we want to make sure we're really being mindful of form. So we are going to alternate into this little L shape. We do not need to come higher than 90 degrees, 90 degrees or less, because we don't want to strain the shoulder here. Nice work. Alternating through. And again, whatever weight, lower weight, water bottles, cans, whatever you want to do it with. That's number 1. Number 2, we are going to do, we're going to do a squat with a bicep curl. So I was trying to read my handwriting, and it's a little hard sometimes. So we're going to do a squat with a bicep curl. Let me show you how this works. We're actually going to go from the top, curl, squat, and then you're gonna do the extension back in, drive it up. So you add a curl basically at both. So we curl it up, we squat it back, we take the extension out, back in, drive through the heels up and down. So you're getting the curl at the top, you're getting the curl at the bottom, and you're getting the, what do they call those, like Nordic something or another on that resistance, right? So we're slow and controlled on that extension to back in. Nice work. That's number 2. Number 3, we are doing plank rows. So we're gonna find, actually, this is not gonna be great for my back, so I'm gonna do a last minute change. We're gonna fatigue out that leg and get a little tricep instead. So we're gonna do back to our side lunges. Side lunges alternating, and in the middle, we are gonna do a little tricep work. So that's gonna look like this. Side lunge, drive it up, make sure to the side, and then I'm going to take my triceps back. Alternate the other side, side lunge, drive it up, triceps to lift to the back. And I do not want to crane my neck to get there. I want the backs of the arms to squeeze for this small tricep back. Just a little pulse as we go. If anybody's doing real heavy weights, do not pulse back. Maybe instead, why don't you take a little bent over moment tricep extension. I don't want you to squeeze a real heavy weight because you can injure through that neck and shoulder there if you're for a heavy weight. I'm doing lightweight, so I'm doing a little pulse. If anybody's doing real heavy weight, take it over, row it out, tricep extension. Cool? All right. And then the last one is an offset flutter kick. So we're gonna take it down to the ground. I'm gonna grab my mat here. We are gonna do weight in one hand up, little boat, little canoe shape here, flutter kick with the offset weight. Halfway through I'll say switch, and you're gonna switch to the other side, offset to the other side. And that's it, those are the 4. I'm gonna grab my mat because I will need it, and we're gonna get into it. All right, here we go. Number 1 is our little L-shaped rows. Let me get this timer started. Here we go. Block 2 of work. Round 1, go. Roll those shoulders back, chest is proud. We've got our little L raises. Remembering that the arms do not need to come above 90. We don't want to strain shoulders or neck. And we also don't want to swing the body to get there. So shift to the side, roll those shoulders back, pull up the core, no rounding, no weak low backs. Nice and stacked through the spine. Exhale on the up. Controlling the up, controlling the down. Core, 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 core. Are we doing on time? You almost there. That's time. Good work. That's exercise 1. We're coming to exercise 2, which is my bicep curl squat combo. I'm going to show you the side first, and then I'll show you the front. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. So we curl it up, we squat it down, we control it, we curl it back in, drive it up. So there's a curl at the top, there's a curl at the bottom, and both times at the top and the bottom we are slowing the descent, really focusing on drive it up, slow the descent, drive it up, slow the descent. Nice work. Guess what? You're already almost there. That's time. Awesome job. Number 3 is going to be our side-to-side lateral little lunges with the tricep pulse. Go. Roll those those shoulders back. And again, we only want to do that little tricep pulse if we've got lighter weights. If you're going heavier weights, I'll show one. We're going to do a little focus in so that we can focus on that form more than on the pulse. I'll show that a couple times, even though I'm doing light. We're getting this nice sort of offset type of moment again on these lunges. That's time. Nice work. Went by real fast. All right, we are gonna go to number 4, which is our offsets. In about 3 seconds, so transition yourself down to the floor on that mat if you want. Go! That's time. It's a little slow on that transition. So hollow hold, flutter kick with one arm raised for offset. Nice job. If you feel your back arching here, we want to stop, reset, and maybe focus instead on grabbing these knees. Single switch hands so we can press the low back down and not strain anything. Focus on hollowing out, dropping belly button towards ground. If that's feeling really good, you can press the low back down. You can level it up to flutter. You got 3, you got 2, you got 1. Nice job. Woo! That's it. That's block 2, round 1. You're in active recovery, so we don't want to stop moving. We can gently bring ourselves up. Keep some movement in the body, a little lap, little dance party, whatever it is. Shake it out, wiggle it out, give the body a little attention wherever it needs. We're going to go through that again. Remember, first one, we're just trying to figure it out. Second one, we're really figuring out the mechanics of the body, focusing in the muscles. Let's see what we got. We have about 12 seconds left before we start at the top of the block with our little shoulder raises here. In 3, 2, roll the shoulders back and go. So remember, no rounding into the back. We really want our spine to be stacked. Long line, top of the head down. We are not letting momentum do the work for us. We're bringing mind to the muscle, focusing it in, controlling the up, controlling the down. Not letting the back arch as we get there. Show a couple to the side. Roll those shoulders back. Spine is stacked. Core is engaged and closed, not expanded and open, but zipped up to support us. Exhale on the up. Nice work. Remember, we're prioritizing movement. Almost there. 2, 1. Nice job. 15-second active recovery. We got our bicep curls coming up next. You can drop the weights for a second, shake it out, bring it back in. All right, we got our bicep curls coming. 3, actually make sure to the front. 2, 1, go. I'll show to the front this time. Curl it up, squat it down, control the descent. Bring it up, drive it up, through those heels, control the descent. Show one more to the front, then I'm going to go back to the side. I think that's a better view for you. Control on the descent is the tricky part. We don't want momentum to just take us, gravity to take us. Bring it up. So slow on the descent, explosive on the contraction. That's time. Nice work. Awesome job. That's 2. We got our lateral with the tricep. And 3, and 2, 1, roll those shoulders back. All right, here we go. We step it out. Drive it up. Little pulse of the triceps. Step away from that mat. Drive strong through that leg. And remember, if you're using a heavy weight at all, we don't want that pulse. I'll show a couple here. This way. So go back through. I want to add that bent over tricep movement. Row, tricep extension. So that I can make sure that I'm really taking care of my body, not putting any strain. Oh, that's time. Nice work. Offset flutter. All right, move right to the ground a little faster this time. Remember, hollow hold means we want that low back. Go on the ground here. So either the knees, let me actually show that. Prioritizing the form. Drop belly button to ground, back is flat, alternating knees. Or another version of that is the flutters of the legs, but only if we can press the low back down. Switch hands. And I'm actually going to come back to knees because I can feel my low back coming up. So I want to focus on the form. Drop belly button to spine. Lengthen and flatten the back. Hollow hold. When you're ready, you're welcome to try the flutter for the last 3, 2, 1, time. Nice work. Awesome job. Gently bringing yourself up, however you want to. You're in active recovery right now. Hydrate if you need, but keep a little movement going. We don't want to just stop. We want to make sure that heart rate's still staying a little bit active. All right, we've got our last time through with this block of work with the weights. Final time. You can drop the weights right now. Decide I'm doing this one body weight and really prioritizing form, good form. You can, maybe you feeling really strong and you want to level up the resistance a little bit and you've got a heavier weight, you're welcome to add that in for this last time. But remember, we're trying to go for full 45 seconds and we want to make sure that we're taking care of the body, not straining it in any way. Oh, guess what? It is time to go. Let's go, lateral tees. I was chatting away and it was time. We started 3 seconds late, but it's okay. I'm gonna still make you do those extra 3 seconds so we get our full round. Last time, best time, right? Because we understand the mechanics of the movement. We know the form. The body's warm, it knows what to do, and we can just focus in on perfectly executing, putting all we got towards it as we run up the clock, because this is the last round. Don't forget to breathe. Make sure as you're getting fatigued, we don't round those shoulders. Chest is proud. Nice work. That's time. Good job. Drop those weights. Woo! All right, or hold them if you want. I need a little shake it out, shake it out. All right, number 2, we got that bicep curl coming up. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we curl it up, nice and strong, explosive. Take our squat. We control the extension. Control the extension. Make sure you're breathing. Drive through those heels. Let's come up. It's a compound movement. Not forgetting about the squat form by adding the curl. Two, 1. Nice work. That's time. All right, we've got our lateral lunge to the tricep extension. Core, core, core. Nice and strong. Go. I'm going to do, I'm actually going to show this way, tricep extension with my little bent over row. Drive through that foot. Nice and strong. Make sure there's no rocking in the hips, but you're driving it up. And not twisting, but taking that little hinge. 2, 1. Nice work. Whew. All right, we finish it out with the offset, bringing it down to the ground. Ready to go. And 2, 1, time. So again, prioritizing the form, you can take the flutter kick, or you can take these knees. Riding the offset weight here. We do not want any arching of the spine. We really want to protect the back. You can add the flutter if that form is feeling good. This is our last time through, so if you were saving a little bit, now's a good time. Switch hands. I'm going to bring it back to my knees, so I'm nice and even on each side. Focusing that in. When I've got that low back pressing down, I've got that hollow hold. I feel good. Add the flutter. You're almost there. You got 3, 2, 1, time. Hey, awesome job, you guys. That's block 2. Weights away. You are all done with those. Put those weights away. Grab a quick sip of water. We're coming right into block 3 to finish out the workout. Whew. All right. So, block 3, you're still in active recovery. Don't stop moving. Keep it moving. Whatever it is. Block 3, here's what we've got as you're in your active recovery. We have a little bit of side plank work. So I'm gonna keep my mat out. I'm gonna transition just to the floor a little more, adjust the camera a tiny bit. We are gonna do side plank, hip dip to crunch. Always option to just hold the side plank. So that's in our side plank position. I'll take it to the ground in a second. You're gonna have these hips stacked. You're gonna lower the hip, bottom hip, and then you're gonna crunch. So we're getting a lot of oblique work here. Obliques on both sides as we dip to crunch. That's number 1. Number 2, we are gonna do a little come up to stand, plie to leg lift. We're gonna get inner and outer thigh a little bit of work there. So I'm gonna take my sumo squat or plie if you're a dance person. So sumo squat or plie, either way, we're gonna let our toes, instead of being hinging back in a traditional squat, we'd hinge the hips back. We'd have toes in line with knees, right, in parallel. In a sumo squat or in a plie, we're gonna let those toes turn out a little bit so that we get more into this inner and outer. And I want you to try and stay more in this horizontal plane, or in this vertical. This is vertical. Vertical plane, excuse me, not horizontal. Vertical plane here. Like that. So instead of hinging in the same way, I want to work inner and outer thighs, glute meads a little bit, so I drop and down, and squeezing those outside edges of the thighs to glutes to drive up. So you're going to do pulse for 3, drive it up. Ooh, and look at that. I immediately rocketed right over. It's a balance moment. So I want to try to hold it. And a lot of that is hip bones. Again, you really got to squeeze this glute med as you draw up right here. Otherwise, the shape is just going to collapse. You're going to tip over. That's 2. We're going to get right into it. Number 3, we got to go back to our side plank and do the other side, hip dip to crunch. And then we're finishing up with a little step up action. So I'm gonna start stepping up to my low squat, stepping back down to my low squat. Stepping up, stepping down. I'm gonna get a little fancy today. We get another mat. We're gonna add a lateral step. So we're kind of gonna box it out. You're gonna step up, step to the side, step down. Step up, step to the side, step down. Just for fun. You can always keep our traditional step ups, but otherwise I'm going to boom, boom, step it to the side, step it down. Boom, boom, step it to the side, step it down. Cool? And the main thing here is we want to try and stay low as we step up. Let's see, so keeping these hips low rather than standing up all the way each time. Cool? Let's do it. So plank, hip dip to crunch, plie leg lift, side plank again, hip dip to crunch, step ups in a box. Block 3, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. All right, my side plank, I want elbow beneath shoulder, shoulders stacked, hips are stacked. Once I've got the plank form, and I feel strong, squeezing glutes, making sure I'm not rounding, but I'm nice and stacked. You can always hold here. This is excellent, lots of activation. If we want to go on, we are lowering this bottom hip, coming back to our form, crunching it high. Lowering the bottom hip, high, crunch. Making sure you're controlling the shape and not just dropping the shape. Keep those shoulders stacked, hips stacked. No contracting, no rolling out. Nice work. That's time. Good job. Woo. All right. We're coming up to our plies. Turn those toes out. 3, 2, 1. Little sumo squat. Pulse at the bottom for 3. Squeeze that glute. Pulse at the bottom for 3. Squeeze that outside edge of the glute. Pulse at the bottom for 3. Nice job. Mind to the muscle. So again, instead of hinging, we're trying to stay using inner and outer thighs in this vertical plane. Nice job, everybody. Hey, we're almost there. Feeling these outer and inner thighs. Squeeze as we come up. Pulse at the bottom. Time. Nice work. Hey, we're bringing it back down to the ground. We got to get that other side on the side plank, so carefully transitioning yourself back down to the ground the way that's most comfortable for you. 2, 1, go. Elbow stacked beneath shoulder, shoulders stacked, hips are stacked, making sure we're not coming out, we're in, but we're nice and stacked up in this form. We can hold here, squeeze those glutes for stability, plank isometric hold, or if you want, we can go on to our hip dip to crunch. Controlling the descent. We squeeze it high. Nice work. Keeping hips stacked, keeping shoulders stacked. Awesome job, you guys. Don't let the shape round in. Fight for it. For 2, that's time. Nice work. All right. We're finishing it up with our step-ups. 2, 1, go. So we step it up to our low squat, step it side, take it back down. Step it up to our low squat, keep hips low, take it down. Nice work. Making this little box. So try to keep those hips back and low. Excellent. Excellent work. Focus in, nice and even. Couple more. We got 2, 1, that's time. Nice job, you guys, woo, woo, woo. Good work, good work. That's round 1. You get a full minute of active recovery. Dance it out. Keep it moving. Good work, good work. Hey, 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 hey. Little celebration. So good, everyone. Whew. Don't stop moving. We got 2 more rounds of that. But in block 3, you get a 1-minute active recovery on the first round. The second time, we only get a 30-second active recovery. You can feel I'm starting to be out of breath. The words are slurring. Active recovery. 30-second only active recovery. And our second one as we finish out for our last round of work. You got it. We got 1 minute right now, which means you've still got another 10 seconds to hype yourself up. We've got block 3, round 2, coming up. Side plank, go, it's that time. All right, stack those shoulders. Elbow beneath shoulders, hips are stacked. You can always plank hold, focusing on keeping this hip high, squeezing those glutes. If you want to, we're adding hip dip to contraction. Controlling the shape, maintaining that plank form. Ooh, look at that, I got a little rock, so reset. Make sure hips stay stacked. Mind to the muscle. Try not to round through the shoulder, but really think about crunching through those obliques. My timer's a little far for me, I can almost see it. That's time, nice work. Woo! We got our plies. Turn those toes out a little bit. Remember, we're working in the up and down. Now the hinge, go. Drop it down. 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Squeeze this outside edge of the glute. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. We're really trying to come up to the balance. If you're finding yourself rocking, we want to think about this glute med and squeezing it. Turn that leg back over. Drop it straight down. Let me show this way too. So remember, instead of hinging like a traditional squat, working in and out of thighs, glute med, all those rotational muscles, which we don't train as much, but are really important for stability. That's time. Nice work. You got 2 extra seconds there. Whew. Good job. We got to get back down to the mat because we got that other side plank coming up. We want to make sure we're even. Carefully back down to the mat. Elbows stacked. Go. Elbow beneath shoulder. Hips are stacked. We've got that form. We feel really strong in that form. We're not rounding or arching. Then we can add in the hip lower to the crunch. Nice work. Good job. Control is the name of the game here, right? So we do not want to just let gravity. We want to fight for that hip dip. Press ups high for that crunch. Nice work. You almost there. You got 5 seconds left. Time. Nice work. Woo. And then we just got to finish it out with our step ups. In 3, 2, 1, go. So keep those hips low as we step it. We do our little box. And as we're getting fatigued, the temptation is to come high, right? To step higher as we come. We really want to try and keep those hips low, weight in those heels. Nice work. You got this. The speed of the movement's up to you. We always want to prioritize form over speed. Nice work, you're almost there. 2, 1. Good job. Hey, hey, nice work. You did it. We're in 30-second active recovery right now. Whew. And then we're gonna go for our last and final round, running out that clock. This is it. We only got 30 seconds right now, active recovery. Get yourself hyped up, put on a good song. We're ready to crush it. In 3, 2, 1. Round 3, block 3. Let's go. Nice work. So you can always focus on the form. Side plank, best side plank of the workout. Squeeze those glutes, keep hips pressed high, chest is stacked. Or you can add these hip dips and crunches as bonus to the side plank. Completely up to you. You're already almost there. This is our last time through. This is it. 3 seconds left. Time. Nice work. Woo! All right. Bring it up to our plies. Our sumo squats. Draw these hip bones together. Go. Nice work. Don't let these hips twist. Focus it in. Mind to the muscle. This is it. Maybe you want to get a little bit lower on these. Woo, I got a little wobble there. That means I let go of my core. Little plie squats. Little plie pulses, excuse me. You're going to get a little low on this last time to challenge yourself. And your sumo squat. Squeezing outside edges of the legs as you come up. You're already almost there. Hey. 2, 1. Nice work. We got to get back down to the ground. Side planks. Getting down carefully and smoothly. You're ready to go. And 3, 2, 1. Elbow beneath shoulder. Stack it up. Shoulder stacks, hips are stacked. We can hold this plank form, focusing on squeezing glutes, pressing hip high. Best side plank of the day. If you want to add on, bonus is adding in these little extra movements of hip dip to crunch. Squeeze hips high. Nice work. You got this, you guys. This is it. Last few seconds. That's time. Nice work. Woo! All right, then we got our step-ups to finish it out. I thought we were done, but then I forgot we have the last 45 seconds of work. Wouldn't want to shortchange you guys. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Step it up. Hinge those hips back. All right, I'm getting some wobble because I'm fatigued, so I'm going to reset, bring mine to the muscle, draw these core, hip bones, and belly button together. I'm going to slow my speed down just a little bit so I can really make sure I'm getting the most out of my form. Whoop, something happening on the thing. Sorry, not sure what happened there. A little glitch. For our tech, but maybe it saved you a few seconds off your last round. So good news, little Wednesday morning bonus, because you're almost there. You got 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. We did it. Woo! All right, you guys. Gently bring yourself up. Don't just rock it off that ground, but as always, being kind to the body. Making sure we don't give ourselves a head rush. Taking that little active recovery. You did it so good. Nice job. That's our workout. That was 3 blocks of work, 4 exercises per block, 3 rounds. So you got 12 exercises through 12 different exercises in our whole workout today. An hour workout. You did the thing. Nice job. So give yourself a little celebration dance right now, whatever it is for you. You gotta celebrate. You guys did so good. Thank you for coming and working out. First day back post-injury, so I'm gonna make sure that I give myself a nice cool down. If you wanna give yourself a nice cool down, a little stretch, we have a bunch of other YouTube videos that you can check out. There is a stretch and meditation. There's a yoga. If you're like, I need a full stretch, you can get a yoga class in. There's some dancer stretches. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can check out right here on Breakout Studios. I'm gonna go get my own little 10-minute cool down in. Make sure you're hydrating, take care of your body, be kind to people out there. Life moves, keep moving with it. Hopefully I will see you in class again soon. Thank you so much. This is Breakout Studios online classes. I'm Kyla. This was cardio strength. Do not forget to do your little celebratory dance. Most important part of the workout, y'all. Have a good one. Bye.